It's tea time. Tea time. Well, when you try to be, like, try and be right now. Like, try and to just relax and be. But try. And you'll notice that you can't, because... Oh wait, I'll give you a moment to try. But I'm sure you'll notice that you can't. Because it's a very active, like, to try is to do something about it, but you don't have to do anything about it. And I think I've come to see also how this plays in manifestation and things like that, because it's so natural when things just flow and come into your life. Yeah, I saw this video of Rita Kavinsky today, and she was like, it's not this big thing that is going to like plastered on a billboard, whatever, for example. Like, usually it's very natural, it's just everyday things, so you don't have to go out and do something because it already is, you know? Yeah, the same with just being with who you really are. You don't have to go and get who you really are, because you already are. And it's based in duality, because I think your oneness knows its oneness so fully that it cannot detect the duality. Like, it just is. And you can just be. Yeah, I've started to write reflections in the evening now. And I think I got this idea to do it a while ago, but my mind stopped me. I mean, the mind stopped me from doing it, because it said, okay, what are you going to say? And look, I just started, and I just wrote like reflections, or reflecting, I think, or yeah, reflection, recollection. At the end of the day, you know, to just think about the day and see what comes up of because when you're on the spiritual adventure journey, a lot of things may come up that you just want to write down, and to have an idea of where you are, you know, like a overview, an overview over, like when you're on a mountain and you're overlooking the ocean, sort of this. There's a word for it. Overhead view? You know what I mean. And overhead view. Don't know. Doesn't come to mind right now. Well, I find it good to have this sort of view of life, and honestly, it's been quite helpful. Um, Not because I am necessarily getting anything out of it or doing something about it, but it's just nice to also sit down with myself and remember to just chill out um, and how important time with yourself is. Um, and I don't mean the conceptual self, I mean just being there yourself. And whatever that looks like at the moment, which Eckhart totally calls like acceptance. Which is the main point of all these um, spiritual books. And acceptance naturally leads you to peace, feeling peaceful inside. Yeah, it doesn't mean accepting everything, just but you're not resisting either. Like you just handle things differently, I think. Also, when it comes to manifestation, I've come to see how, for example, with money, when it comes to money, or just in general, like noticing or accepting that you have it right now. When I said that, I felt a little resistance towards it. It's not even really accepting. It's yeah, I guess it could be accepting that you have it right now. Because you do. Because when else are you going to have it apart from now, right now? And another realization that I had a while ago was that I'm just speaking whatever comes up, but another realization I had was that when I was back in Chile, actually, I think, why limit yourself? Um, you might know what you want, but why limit yourself to that? You know, and same goes for if you don't see what you want right now. Why limit yourself to that? Because things change, and we know that through other people, through or other forms, as I might say. We know that through our own experiences, through the seasons, through tides, through life. 11:11. I said that. As I said, life, which the tree of knowledge or the tree of life has been coming to mind too. Yeah, why limit yourself? And notice with manifestation and creation is that you've created a whole other world for yourself based on also what you want to experience, right? But also noticing that that's not going to give you your fulfillment, your wish fulfillment, because fundamentally it's within, and yeah, saying this, it's reminding myself of it too. And when it's because it works. Everything is and isn't. And lately, things have been feeling sort of like I'm not even here, but I know I am. And I see that the present moment is really it, and being in your body. And letting loose too. That's something I can write for this. Here. Like your arms and just naturally. Well, that's the thing when you start and you're just doing these things, it just happens naturally. You just start to naturally relax and feel more like you again. And You just do things differently and you have different ideas and things are different. 15-15. Tangled is coming to mind where, she's like, flower, gleam and glow, let your power shine. Da-na-na-na-na. She's singing the song 555 15 on the voice recording. And she uses her own hair, her hair, that glue, to find the hole in the wall, which saved them to get out of the wall. That's alignment, I think. That is alignment. Yeah, this is tea time, but I haven't even been drinking a tea, which defeats the whole purpose of tea time. But I'm gonna make one. I'm gonna pause this a moment, go to the bathroom, and I'll be right back. I'm back. I have to get my tea. I'm gonna do green tea this time. Because I had a chamomile earlier. A while ago. But now green suits my fancy. So we're gonna drink green. Oh. Okay, but honestly I don't the tea. At least now I actually got a tea. So it still counts. Yeah, it still counts. I've started to build a portfolio on Framer. And for whatever reason I'm telling you this, but I'm still learning how to do it. 1919. And it's quite nice, actually. I think when you live this sort of life, whichever life it's just like trying to be, not trying, but being more accepting, you also find that you like doing more things. Like, even the things that may seem boring, you find joy in them. Like Framer, I don't know, I'm quite liking it. I found this guy on YouTube. I think it's Framer actually on YouTube, and it is Framer on YouTube, and um, yeah, he posts all these different tutorials on how to use it. Not tutorials. Ah, um, like videos on how to use Framer. I think I've become skeptical about things because I've realized that one is things are a matter of perspective, which is a quote from my mom, from what I know. She has sculptures, she's made sculptures called by that, called by that, um, which she probably also got inspiration or found some other relation from the past. Or, yeah, but things really are a matter of perspective. Um, and it's also like subjective, but there's also now I'm also realizing that there are fundamental truths, even if they are on the surface level truths. I mean, and that doesn't mean they don't hold depth. I don't mean a surface level in the sense of depth, but in surface level in that you don't see it's all depth, you know, all of its depth to it. Because you might think one thing, but there might be more to it that you just don't see right now. You know, so to say something as ultimate fact is just biased. And you can't really, you know. Um, However, there are some things like in this physical experience where you can predict things and stuff like that, and they can be so-called facts, but then they disappear, just like everything else. Um, like life just keeps on keeping on, just carries on. You know? So, and it's still at the same time like everything might be changing on the outside, and you're still in the inside. And yeah, that's exactly how it sounds. An avocado. Thanks. Avocado and crackers. Oh, I would totally buy some crackers for avocado. Ooh, that I could do tomorrow, maybe. Mm. Or not. Mm. Ginger. Chamomile green tea. Very, very. Very, very. Edward Scissorhands came to mind just now. 2552. And this book that I should probably start reading. The thing is, I read so many, like, I've started so many books, but I just don't finish them. And there are a few that I want to finish right now. Like, The Life of Pi. I would love to finish and finally finish that book, but I was reading it on my phone, and now my phone doesn't have storage, and so books is not letting me read it. It's not loading all of the books I've downloaded, which, fair enough, but yeah. So because I'm reading Iron Flame from Fourth Wing, which is a really good, it's a good book. I like it for the story, which is the whole point, but other books, like The Life of Pi, I don't know, they hold something, and plus it really, like, holds a lot of humor, that book. I like Iron Flame, but I'm just getting a little, yeah, that's the ego talking, I think, but yeah, I really like Iron Flame too. Imagination. I also was reading Alone with You in the Ether, and which is a good book. I'm quite liking it, actually. And A Room of One's Own by Virginia Woolf. Good book, from what I can tell right now. And the other one is Before the Coffee Gets Cold, which is a good book too, which also I haven't finished yet. Yeah, there's so many that I'd like to read also. But yeah, I think I'm gonna read now, and I'll post this either now or soon. Yeah, sending you lots of peace and love, lots of love. Yeah, do things your own way. Have the courage to do things your own way. It's the most fulfilling thing that you can do, I think. One of the most fulfilling things that you can do, apart from just being who you are. I think it's probably maybe a byproduct, but yeah, Papillon, Butterflies, by Henry Charrière, Charrière, I think. Henry Charrière. Yeah, okay. I'm actually gonna leave this here now. I have a good night or day. For me, it's currently night. It's 8 on the dot. So I was looking at the clock. 3:01 on the time. Yeah, it reminded me of my dad. He used to be outstanded by the fact that it was, not 1 minute before, not 1 minute later, but fully on like 8 o'clock or 11 o'clock, 10 o'clock, something like that. 5 o'clock. Every time, or very often, when he would look at his watch, it was spot on. And when I just looked, it was because I have because it's 8, but on my time it says 20:00, and 1 minute before it was like it was 19:59 when I looked at the time, and I saw it turn to 8, which is pretty cool. 31:31. But so many, okay, so many numbers like that, like double numbers. Um, Incredible. Okay. Yeah, I'll see you on another one. See you soon. Bye. Lots of love.